This is really nice how they set up the draft. Their lanes are still quite flexible, but like you said, a Monkey King is mostly you want to lane against the underdog, preferably, even though he's considered as a flex pick, but you still want to lane against the correct hero. And you want to make sure at the same time you get a good overall 20-second win condition hero. Generally, Monkey King is played like a supporting core. You don't really pick him as a win condition hero too much. But there are certain situations where you can do that as the Monkey King. It needs to be very, very specific. Like he's really good at, like, let's say he's against a PL. Enemy strongest hero is PL. Monkey King is very, very good against PL. Then the Monkey King can be a game winner.
If I,
Get get, get Radiance and own the PL. Aghanim's Radiance.
it seemed like there was a time that Monkey King was like the win condition hero. More towards when he first came out. I think he was that way.
When he first came out, he was a support, like a position 4, because you used to have a longer duration on the stun, and you had the mischief is like a dodge, right? It's like a phase shift back then, and
Yeah,
also
and
the fact that your ultimate has a set. What I remember, it has what, a set damage, so it doesn't follow your damage. So even as a support, you do a lot of damage with the ultimate. So right now it follows your hero's damage. No, sorry. It gives you extra damage when you pop the ulti. Right now it gives you armor, so you're more tanky. That's why back then a support Monkey King could kill you. You would just rush bash and you'd be killing the cost because you had a lot of damage with your ulti.
yeah, and it was during a time where roaming fours, which more like today were super aggressive. We used to see like Bkop on Tusk and Monkey King and Earth Spirit, and it was just constant roaming, never stopping. You know,
Wasn't that the video clip of Boboka playing Monkey King and it was Toby just yelling Boboka like that was his hero back then. He was the best position for Monkey King back then. He was so good at the hero.
he was one of the best positioned fours during that time. Just that time of highly aggressive fours. Don't stop running at the enemy. Like,
2017. I can remind you of the year. I remember.
yeah, it was such a time. I fanboy over that DAC event so much because it was such a good one. Also, the last time IG won a major LAN.
IG fan gay spotted.
Storm getting banned by Royal Never Give Up. Don't want to deal with that mobility, that electric vortex lockdown. They've got a Weaver here for Keen Gaming.
Weaver is really good against Monkey King and Pangolier. Even the Dazzle. They have no stuns, so elusive heroes like Weaver, Ember, Storm, they're all extremely potent against this RNG lineup. Not ticking a lot of boxes. They need the last pick to take the win condition box and to take the catch box. Not that easy. And King Gaming, how would they round out their lineup? They need an initiating hero, preferably as a mid lane. Is that Konka? No, Konka's banned. Puck's available. Puck is a-okay, decent. What else do they have? Oh, TA. They go for, so TA is like the win condition hero here for them, and they have this like armor reduction stacking heroes. We were TA, so that's gonna allow them to get Roche very easily, and they're on the Radiant side, so that's great for them. But it does mean that they have to play in a way where the only catch they have is the glimpse. They have no other stuns, so they need to be very cautious about how they chase and try not to overextend and play around. Just with one glimpse, one kill, try to move to Roche. Be disciplined, get objectives with one kill.
Thinking about what Royal Never Give Up want to go to, but we don't see it too much anymore. Would Bloodseeker be worth it? Never mind. There you go, Huskar.
This is good.
And it's a
So
safe
that's
lane
gonna
Huskar.
be their win condition hero, and safe lane Monkey King against the So what does Radiant do against this? Do they change lanes or just let the TA jungle and just Didn't we see like a TA, a jungling TA? I think was it a few days ago? It was against a Huskar as well. Like you don't really fall behind too much because you jungle pretty quick, but you're just not as explosive. You don't snowball as hard because you are forced into the jungle early. But you can recover as a TA.
Yeah, TA, one of the best recovering heroes in the jungle, especially with stacks. But we'll end up seeing Yi there on the Templar Assassin, Erica on the Weaver, YDS on the Disruptor, and Afu on the Enchantress. What was it on the Underlord? SS, which stood for
Life and death.
Life and Death. Okay. Yeah, and then Monet on the Huskar, Setsu on the Monkey King, Super on the Ogre Magi, September on the Pangolier, and finally Flywin to round it all off here for Royal Never Give Up on that Dazzle. So 1-0 here for Royal Never Give Up, looking to win 2-0. See what they're able to accomplish, and if we're going to get out of this series quickly.
I thought you didn't want to try to say the Chinese name. the Chinese word of life and death.
I'm just going to ruin it. That's the problem. That's, one of the things that I find myself doing is not being able to speak other languages. I always screw it up.
But you are in America. There's a lot of different languages being all the time.
That's true, but I tried
you've
to learn French.
You've heard a lot of the other languages apart from English.
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to learn Spanish a couple years back. I never really got the hang of it. I feel like I'm kind of like my brain's capped out. Learning any new languages might be just too difficult.
Why do you limit yourself? There is no such thing as capped out. There is only given up or lazy.
Oof. You're breaking my heart.
I'm telling you reality, brother. Mate.
Nah, that's not me. That's not mate is not American. It's British and or Australian. It's both.
You see, you don't. You see? So how hard can it be learning Mandarin? I think French is way harder than Mandarin.
I used to know so much more French. Now I can only like listen to it and understand it. I can't speak it that much.
Just suis désolé.
Yeah, I took French in school for like 8 years, and it's completely escaped my brain, except for like listening.
You know my name is French. My
Is
tag right now is in French.
Oh yeah. But is your tag French, or is it just because it gave the illusion it was French?
It's French. It's winter in French.
That's it. Well, I feel like it's got a double meaning too.
No, what? Why?
Because it also says lever, and I feel like.
Alright, whatever. It's a Monkey King against a TA, so Huskar is not mean, alright?
Yeah.
Huskar is bot against. Why would they do this? Did they expect the Radiant to change the lanes? What is going on?
Well, they originally had the Huskar top. I don't know why he moved bottom instead of going mid.
Let's just pretend nothing happened. So now we have Monkey King against TA. So Monkey King is gonna be able to do pretty well in this lane. I think the Jingu stacks, but TA should still be able to. And top lane we have Ogre plus Dazzle, the disgusting lane.
Ogre doing what he does best, running and right-clicking.
Oh my god, this Ogre. That's so cancerous, man, looking at what he's doing.
Not stopping, run and right click.
He just runs at you, he doesn't care about anything, and he's just right clicking you, and what you gonna do at level 1? What you gonna do? You don't even
Underlord.
feel good. If you don't even feel good casting your nuke on him, because that's what he wants. You wasting mana on his body.
But he looks over at Underlord, who is supposed to be this bigger, more, aggressive, tanky hero, and he's like, I've got 7 armor right now. Underlord, you're working with 5. 5 armor, but you're gonna get the kill there on Monet, so you'll get first blood at least.
Did he not just TP down?
He just TP'd up there, so it's the long walk back for Monet.
There's no way he's walking back, right? Oh wait, even if he wastes 30 seconds, yeah, nah, he's gonna walk. Smoke, smoke. Drop me a smoke right now. That's what you do in pub. Use a smoke out. When you die with no TP.
Drop smoker, you're getting reported.
Oh my god, what is going on in this game? And he kills the monkey?
What? Solo mid?
Yeah, this is. I've seen way worse. I saw a Void solo kill an Ember Spirit. I can't be surprised by TA killing Monkey King.
I mean, this is Yi's best hero. And I understand I said that in a game prior to this, where I said it was GGG's signature hero on the Monkey King. This is the hero that made me a fan of Yi. So, we'll see. You gave a comfort pick to him. Now you gotta beat it. Setsu coming away with some
That's how
easy
you
100%
demoralize your opponents. Give them their best hero and beat them with the hero.
That's what you're hoping for.
Yeah, what you gonna do in a BO3? That's the mind game, you know. Alright, that toxic ogre is down. Killed by life and death.
And already a 1,000 net worth lead here for Keen Gaming. And over mid, there was that moment where the Monkey King got that extra 115 gold from having that sentry down mid and immediately picking off Yi's Observer. So that's a bit of a good feeling, but if we take it over to the net worth for just a split second, you see that he's still sitting behind. It doesn't matter.
It looks like we're in here for the long haul tonight. 5 minutes rune. Chantress and Weaver here to fight for the rune, so September is only going to be able to get 1 if he is able to. Alright.
Can't even get the rune, and he might just be dead. Oh, it's the worst feeling in the world.
King Gaming has 3 runes. Our Ogre has managed to walk up to the enemy jungle and steal 1 rune. Good for him. And right now, the catapult waves have spawned. T is level 6. Oh no, Monkey King, Monkey King, Monkey King. This is becoming a norm for you, yeah? Looking at mid lane at the first catapult and you see all the supports here.
Everybody just shows up. Setsu with the balance strike though. Swashbuckle comes in. And Lucky Shot didn't proc. Kinetic Field is good from YDS to lock up 3 of these heroes. Setsu now on the run.
We was here.
Shikuchi forward, but they've got the stun. Setsu now needs to continue to run, but it's the Shikuchi again, which will touch Setsu, but only after he's killed off by the Thunderstrike of YDS. 5-0 Keen Gaming.
You have to give it to them, man. Even the carry TP'd over to fight. That's not a sight that you see. Afu had TP. Afu had TP ready, and he wasn't the one TPing, it was the Weaver. Amazing. You wish your carries would TP to fight in a pub, you know? You always wish, but they never come.
And now I always am pinging as I get chased behind a tier 2.
So when you have TP, you ping his TP and he ping buyback goal. You want me to die and buyback right now? Immediately threatens you. So you're better off not saying anything.
That is some
Life of a support, man.
That is some toxic behavior. I've actually never experienced somebody pinging their buyback and being like, I can do it. I'll come over, but if I die, I'm buying back.
Serious? It happens so much in pubs. The cores always do that. They ping buyback, or even the supports. It's not just a core thing. Like someone just keeps yelling or keeps harping on certain thing, and the other guy just instant pings his buyback. Do you want me to buy back? And immediately it ends all the conversations. You win.
That sounds like a tactic from the school of toxicity. The Setsu mid
Setsu.
getting ganked and killed off by Yi. Got the enchant out on a super, so damage will be dealt here by Yi onto the Ogre Magi, who's surviving for now with the rotation coming in from Flyby. They get the stun out onto Yi, but they don't have the damage to turn this around just yet. As Flyby, though, with the Shadow Wave and Monet coming through, they'll get 2 kills.
Nice one. Just yet. I like the comeback. Well played. And Monkey King is keeping top right now. Oh, finally the Monkey King is on the Underlord lane. Oh, but wait, Underlord's level 8. Monkey is level 6.
I'm surprised Monet wasn't here the entire time.
I'm not really sure why are they doing the lane setup initially the way they did. It was really weird. But the result is everyone's happy for game 3. And both the teams are happy to get another round of scrim.
Swashbuckle. Disarming the Underworld and deterring them.
We've been talking about TA jungling. Look who is jungling. Look who is jungling right now. The Huskar.
Technically both the Huskar and the Monkey King.
So much discussion about, oh, TA can come back, he's a good comeback hero, he can jungle quickly. Look who's in the jungle. Not a TA in sight.
Jeez. SS, he's got such good form right now, sitting at 5,000 net worth. Quite
Wow,
the
the
easy lane
Underlord
for
has
him.
so much. What? He's so bad? Holy shit, this is a dream start. Outpost time, 20 seconds. Dire wants to fight top, Radiant wants to defend top.
Do they want to fight this though? Pin him out. This is there with the Static Storm. Monet is easily
Disruptor's
dead, and
level
so is
6.
September.
Alright,
God.
game 3, let's go. Disruptor's level 6. This game is over. Oh, I remember when I said that,
I've heard this one before. This game is over. I feel like the last time you said that,
I mean,
the game was far from over.
The team still won. The team still won, but it took a detour. It took like another route to victory, but they still won the game. Gosh, he's he's buying a halberd on Underlord. So, this would actually be a good game to get an Atos because they have no stuns. But now he's not buying an Atos.
What do you do if your Royal never give up? You have to like extend this game for an extra 20 minutes.
Read their name. They are never gonna give up. They will keep fighting.
He's calling GG technically giving up?
Conserving energy for the next game.
Fair enough.
You're not sold. That long pause tells it all. Huskar is gonna die if he doesn't run away.
Oh boy, Glimpse, life break. They go back for him. He stays alive. Static Storm is down, and they get the quick kill there on a YDS. But Monet gets traded by Erica. Meanwhile, mid, a rolling thunder action on Afu. Not fun. He might even die. They just don't want to commit.
Why do I feel everyone is quite... It's like so poor right now. Tia has nothing. He's close to his blink soon. I thought he had a better start than this, apparently not. And right now, none of the teams can push any towers. They have to wait for I think Pango's for Dire they need to wait for Pango's ulti again. Huskar has an armlet now, so with Pango ultimate they should be able to push the bot tower next. Let's see if Radiant can defend. Underlord is strong, so he can stay in front. Static Storm is coming off cooldown soon, but very surprising to see a position 5 disruptor going max Thunderstrike, you know, instead of Glimpse, when their draft has no stuns at all. Like they literally have no stuns. And he's not getting more points in the Glimpse.
Yeah, I find that a bit questionable, that's for sure. Dark Rift, just trying to leave and maybe running them a little bit to deter them. Monet needing to be a bit careful. He's got that armament now going into the Heaven's Halberd of his own. Setsu, what does he have?
Roshan?
Not much. Early, but potentially a quick Roche. They need to try and get in onto this pit. I don't even think they know that this is going on. They look over the Disruptor. They get the kill on the YDS. That means no Static Storm. So if they just knew this Roche was going on, they'd be able to get over there. But all of a sudden, King Gaming, they evacuate the pit.
I'm so confused by what's happening. The Disruptor was here farming. And they were doing Roshan. And Underlord didn't want to come, he's here.
But Erica's already got a Diffusal Blade. Primal Spring out onto Enchantress. They'll get themselves the kill, and now into Roche is RNG.
Right, so are we actually going to a game 3? Maybe not.
You may have been baited.
As usual. Why were they not all doing the rush together if they wanted to rush? Why is like 2 heroes not there? They don't even have a Desolator. It's gonna take everyone if they wanted to do the rush. Like, they were trying to do so many things at the same time. And right now, the rush...
Firestorm, Roche. They got the Aegis, but it's immediately used. They'll go after Flyby, who ends up dead. Static Storm was there, so he wasn't able to Shadow Grave himself. They've got the Glimpse out on a Setsu. Now they look over at Monet, who's pushing in onto SS. But needs to TP out. The damage is there. They got him twice. That's fine
back
for
on track.
King Gaming.
We are back on track. We're back on track. Nothing happened. Game goes on. We're on track. Game 3. That was like such a weird sequence of events.
Just
when Radiant was trying to do the Roshan, which everything started, they were trying to push out this lane, they were trying to push out bot, and Disruptor was here, and the other 2 heroes were 3 heroes were doing Rosh. They were trying to do so many things at the same time. Like, I felt like there was no way the Underlord doesn't go to the Rosh without
Flyby, stun comes in onto Erica. They get the kill there onto the Dazzle. They also use the time lapse. They look for the balance strike. They're not going to land it. And then the Rolling Thunder is something that they're trying to attempt to hit. Wukong's command comes in, and now Erica needs to leave, but the life break through. Can they get the kill out onto this Weaver? No, they can. YDS is able to just TP away. So a 1 for 2 in the favor of King Gaming.
So Underlord is going to be able to finish his Heaven's Halberd soon. Pretty big item. Pit. Weaver's bot.
Setsu.
This monkey is
just dead. He's not going to survive that, and it's just...
Yeah, that was really, really well played. They were waiting for the monkey there, so I was just like waiting for him to hit. They know he's going to come and clear the wave. A big kill there, so this is going to allow Radiant to take over all this area right now. Huskar has nowhere to farm at the moment. They have to wait for Monkey come out, smoke, and try to reclaim an area. Either the left side or the right side. One of the areas. Preferably the right side because of the Ancients.
Oh boy. Two-man Pit of Malice. Afu Hero Life Break comes in on Erica, forcing that time-lapse immediately, but YDS, he'll show up. They get the kill on a Monet. They look over at Super, make it a second. Potentially the third as Flywin on the run. YDS didn't have Glimpse there, but this is, again, still continuing to set up as Royal Never Give Up just get squashed throughout this game. Erica, Pit of Malice, hits on 2. Fly by, taking a lot of damage, and the Meld Strike comes in. Erica will get the last shot. Look over at Setsu with the Diffusal Blade, but they've also got the Glimpse. And Static Storm is forward. That's actually on September to stop him from getting the Rolling Thunder out. This might just be a moment to call GG now.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
But their Royal never give up. You think they're gonna call GG? No. They fight. There is still hope.
It's just they're laning. So it was set up so differently than what we thought it would be. And it is completely come to bite them back.
Well, the good news is they have another game to play. If this game doesn't work out, they have an extra life. You're allowed to try something funny one game. Alright, this smoke has to work. They need to kill. I mean, I think they can only jump on the disruptor. If they can kill the disruptor, maybe they can take the fight from there. He's the only disable.
They find him.
Alright,
They've got the Wukongs,
disruptor.
and they get the kill.
He's dead. He's dead. Can they get more here?
They're certainly going to try. Afu would be a good one to grab, but difficult with Erica as well as SS coming in. They're going to lose September. Now ensnared up is Setsu. They look over at the Weaver. But Weaver's got time lapse, so
Dire's structures.
he doesn't really care about all this damage coming in on him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
TA is not coming to the fight, though. He wants to finish his BKB. He's not that close, but he needs a few minutes to get it. And Dire has this area to play right now. They are under vision. I think Radiant could run over right now. I should just go over and chase them away. Do they do a smoke? Yeah, they do a smoke. Who are they gonna get? Alright, this is Ogre. No. Glimpse?
Grab the Glimpse. They bring back the Dazzle. Easy kill. Afu with another 22 to 8 now. And potentially +1 or +2 over on the side, but they won't go after that.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Really just continuing to be a tough game here for Royal Never Give Up. They are down 15,000 net worth.
Minute 20.
A limited amount of chances left for them to try and turn this game around.
Right. What do they have to do? Same thing. Hard on the vision, defend an area, and you try to use, because their heroes are very good at fighting at the choke point with the monkey ulti plus the Pangolier ultimate. So if they can bait the Radiant team, the Radiant team is going to probably get the next rush, and you as the defending team, you would try to hold this area, like this kind of choke point positions, and you wait for the team with the Aegis to come and go on you. Place the Observer Board here. This is the best chance I think they have. And you surprise them on the high round.
What kind of odds would you give them for pulling that move off?
1 to 9.
Okay.
1 to 8, 2 to 8. There's a chance. There's still a chance. They do a lot of damage with the monkey ulti plus the Pangolier. If you fight here at the stairs here, say the enemy team is running up the stairs, you can do a lot of damage there.
Still some faith. I appreciate it.
It is mathematically possible to win a fight there. Happy?
Yeah, I'll take it.
10% chance is still chance.
Well, I wouldn't say 10%. Dota Buff or Dota Plus has them at 3% chance.
Alright, so I'm even more generous than Gaben now.
That's what it seems like. We are ready to go once again, or not. I have to wait to restart just a second longer. Here we go. So, let's see if what RNG can do. Because they have 3% of a chance here. They've got the Heaven's Halberd. But even then, it just does not feel like enough. They're constantly getting singular numbers picked off. And there it is over mid. They look over at the Pangolier. Can they get the kill? They've got the Shallow Grave. And Hill Rolling Thunder to just leave. He might reinitiate, though, with it. And we'll see if Royal Never Give Up can follow it up.
They are running up the high ground.
This is potentially a bad play, but they've got the Wukong's command. They'll look for the Dark Rift out. Underlord will escape. They get the kill on a YDS. Now, what more can they get from that?
Roshan, up 45 seconds to see the random
Radiant's
time.
middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Radavetos onto the Monkey King, but nothing more just yet. And they go after the Underlord. The disarm, though, onto the Huskar. The damage is out. They'll get this kill. Certainly a big one to get, but you got to get through the Weaver and the TA at some point.
Dire's bottom
Well, if the Rosh spawns right now and Huskar gets the Rosh, we might actually have a game. 5 seconds. Let's go check.
King trying to force the issue. They're going to go to the high ground, interestingly enough. They've got Afu, who's invis. Radavetos comes in. Blink. BKB. A lot of commitment here looking for this Huskar. They'll get the kill there on a super. And they've got the Static Storm. Is it going to be enough damage, though? Shallow Grave comes in. Fuels, Primal Spring, Disarm, TA, gone! So is the Weaver, no! Just gets the time lapse off. Monet, who life breaks in, gives up his life for Ire. And they'll get the kill on Erica and potentially a +1 with YDS now on the run.
Alright. Now the 10% is looking like a 20%. Or even more.
There's that Boundless Strike to slam it home. So the percentage is now 8%.
See what I'm telling you? It never ends well when you're running up a high ground like this. It never ends well. Like how many times they have to do it in these 2 games to learn the lesson?
Get overconfident.
They just literally ran up, and the worst thing is they only had 4 heroes and the enemy had 5. The Underlord was dead. What actually made them think that they could take the fight without the Underlord and running up the high ground like this?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This is...
That was insane. Trust me. Like what they did there, running up like.
It's
they
not
deserve to
learning
die.
a lesson that should have been learned probably in the last game. But how many times can they repeat the same move?
It's also another lesson. One of your cores are dead. The enemy has 5 heroes. Why would you want to take that fight unless you're absolutely sure you can blow someone up quickly or you have a double damage on your carry?
Oh no, TA. Radavetos comes in again. Clean up the creep wave. They've got the heal coming in from Flyby, but the BKB is forced out on the Monkey King.
So I guess Rosh for Radiant right now, finally. He used BKB, go Rosh. What are they waiting for?
There they go, into the pit.
The Lord's buying a BKB.
He's heard your lessons.
What? I never said buy BKB on Underlord.
I never said he said buy it on Underlord, but he's getting overly cautious. He wants to make sure that he's got the BKB so he doesn't lose the game.
Oh, the Monkey King.
Ooh, Static Storm committed.
Oh, It was a nice try. He almost actually got him. Monkey had no BKB.
Erica's here, but now they've got the Sentry Ward. Rolling Thunder comes through. Meld Strike hits. BKB is not going to last too much longer. Erica needs to be careful. Life Break is there. They get the kill on a Super. As well as September. This is now a 3v5. Setsu, is he going to commit the Wukongs? He's eventually going to throw it down. But the hesitation all that time ends up with, well, RNG getting nothing. And they're forced to pop more BKBs. The damage, though, whoo! Almost killed Monet regardless. Some interesting hesitation. I mean, losing those BKB charges not the worst thing in the world, but that looked like a fight that you were almost ready to turn around. I don't know. Setsu holding that Wukong's that long seemed odd. Seemed like some bad communication between RNG.
Regeneration.
I think they weren't on the same page. All of them. Some of them wanted to fight. Some of them wanted to back off. That's why the fight was like scattered here and here. They were all over the place. Pango was like rolling away. I think he didn't want to fight. He just wanted to run away. Like, if your Pango is not involved in the main fight, I don't think Dyer can fight. He is the main disabler.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So bottom King Gaming put some pressure on. Life Break out. Meld Strike though, as well as the Rod of Atos. They've got the disarm through on the Templar Assassin. Monet needs to be very careful. He's on the run. The damage though is pretty great. Now the Shallow Grave is out. Can they get any damage out onto these Radiant heroes? It doesn't look like it. The Rolling Thunder's already been used and they're going to have to retreat off that. They've got the glimpse though.
Nice glimpse.
September, Shallow Grave, Wukong's. Balance Strike connects on a couple of these heroes. They look over the TA, they'll get the first life, but Monet's already gone and so is September. This is falling apart very quickly. They don't have buyback on either of those heroes. And Setsu no longer having that BKB in a second could be in a world of trouble. But they find the stun out on Afu, flyby, Shallow Grave. The Dazzle only survived for so long as the Pit of Malice is there. Locks him down, gets the kill. Afu not even dying as they clean up Super. 4 heroes gone, Setsu the only one left.
Is it safe to say game 3? Is it safe?
I would think you're close to being safe, but anything is always possible.
I mean, I don't know what to expect. After what we've seen in the first 2 games.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They just clearly lost their laning phase by a lot, and I'm surprised the Huskar wasn't up against the TA.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Oh, you're skipping all those questionable decision making that they made, but it's okay. The lane was a big issue here for the Dire this game. Don't think they got what they wanted in terms of the matchup. TA against Underlord. TA against Huskar and Monkey King against Underlord. Those are the matchups that they wanted, but they did not. They were not able to get them. And they dug themselves a hole from the laning phase itself.
Could a fight bring Royal Never Give Up back into this, or do they need multiple fights? Like, perfect.
Not just 1. 2 to 3 fights.
Dire's
They need to play around the grave with the Huskar. It's like the main thing. Oh no, glimpse.
Oh boy. Now they look over. They've got the disarm though on a Monet. Poison Touch comes in. BKB's been popped by the Underlord. He'll back off.
He's getting a basher. Oh my god. Am I really seeing this? Underlord is getting a basher.
He's got that 67 extra damage.
blessings.
Alright.
He wants to be that guy.
I mean, there's no way that the basher will do more than like some other item. Any item, even the axe would be great. So you give the damage to the Weaver and the TA. Do you actually think this Underlord is going to be able to right-click heroes in the fights? He didn't even go for the damage talent, he went for cast range.
Disappointing in all aspects. Trap out. They look for super. 3-shot. Setsu almost killing Erica, but again, lacking the damage to finish it off. Setsu now, well, he'll get Shallow Grave. That means they don't have it from Monet, who's not even in the fight. Within the Wukongs are able to take out Setsu. They'll look for more. They've got the Kinetic Field as well as the Static Storm. RNG would call GG. We're going to a game 3, the full 6 today.
Long day, my man. Gonna be a long day. But the more I look at how these two teams are playing, right, I feel like if their draft can be adjusted towards like more brawling, like a lot more running at you, like heroes like Bounty Hunter, Spirit Breaker. I mean Darkseer plus Spirit Breaker, Darkseer, Bounty Hunter. All these heroes are really great at how these two teams are playing the game. Because when you play the game like this, you kind of just keep fighting and you don't really worry so much about like, oh, we need to take a fight in this position, we need to high ground, we need the region. There's a less of that and just more about running at your opponents. That's how the teams are playing in this game. They're not really thinking so much about trying to outmaneuver the enemy. See hero, run at hero, kill hero.
Simple rules. All you gotta do is follow it.
Oh, make sure you don't follow that, please.
No, okay. I won't. I promise.
Yeah, right. I'm sure you're gonna do that.
So we'll see what will happen in game 3 between Royal Never Give Up and King Gaming. Who will take the third one? As Royal Never Give Up take game 1, King Gaming take game 2. And on to game 3 we will be going. We'll be back with that in just a moment. Stay right there. Appreciate your time. And wash your hands.